When drunks lose it and cops have had enough. Some people drink to forget.
Please, I don't want to go to jail, please.
These ones drank and forgot everything. Who they were, where they were, and that cops don't negotiate with nonsense. What follows is messy, loud, and unforgettable. Starting off, imagine this. It's the early hours of New Year's Day, 2024. Most people are either sleeping off their celebrations or quietly heading home. But for Seabright Patrol officers Morelli and Taylor, their night was just heating up when a suspicious car caught their attention.
How you doing? You all right? Yeah, you were just sleeping.
You were sleeping.
Wanted to make sure you've been sitting here for probably over an hour now. Tired. Okay.
Why would someone be parked, engine running, lights on, in the middle of the road at 3 a.m.? The driver, let's call her Sarah, because she literally tells officers that's her Starbucks name.
And what's your name, miss?
Sarah? Sneha. I use Sarah as my Starbucks name.
Swears she's only tired after a flight from Tennessee. The officers stay polite, but the clock is ticking. In Jersey, sitting behind the wheel with the engine on already counts as operation. Time for the first field test. Let's pause for a second. This isn't her first time dealing with traffic stops. She even mentions a DUI back in 2014.
I've never had a DUI before. I've had a ticket since 2014. Like, what is it that you want me to do?
Right.
And yet, here she is again, trying to bluff her way through legal procedures she clearly doesn't understand. It's not looking good. Once she's cuffed, the tone shifts fast. She claims the officers are overreacting, asks for congratulations, and insists they're ruining their own careers. But here's what she misses. Intent to drive is enough. You don't need to be speeding to get charged. With no ride and no backup plan, she finally volunteers to stay in the station for 12 hours.
So would you like to make some phone
I will
calls?
stay here. I will stay
You'll
here.
stay here? Okay.
But not before pushing one last absurd idea. Meanwhile, the officers stay calm and procedural, explaining every step, from the tow to the summons.
After you give me 2 samples of your breath, you're going to get 2 tickets, and then you're going to go with Robbie. He's going to sign you out of here.
Robbie's here.
Robbie is here. We didn't call him. He thought you got into an accident. So he was very happy to know that you were with us.
And just as things start settling down, her ride shows up. A man named Robbie, who thought she'd been in an accident. If only that were the worst-case scenario. Despite the sarcasm, confusion, and countless excuses, the law remained clear, and so did the charges.
Here's all your stuff. Your vehicle was towed to the Seabright Service Center. So come back here 12 hours from right now. So 4 o'clock in the afternoon, come back to our headquarters, you get a release form. We'll give you the address where we're going to pick up your vehicle. All right, and obviously you're being released now to your to Robbie.
Sarah may have walked away with a ride home, but that .139 BAC won't be disappearing anytime soon. But while that case fizzled out in the back of a patrol car, this next one explodes right in the lobby of a hotel. October 2023. Officers respond to a simple trespassing call. But the woman they encounter isn't just refusing to leave. This wasn't her first time on hotel property that night. Staff said she'd already fallen over, taken off running, and somehow circled back around. And despite wearing a wristband, no one could confirm if she was actually a guest. Officers decided it was time to make contact.
Why are we talking to me?
Jeremy's coming right now.
Yes, why are we talking to me?
She claims she just wants to talk to her boyfriend.
I need to talk to my boyfriend.
He's on the way down. He's coming downstairs.
Do you know? How do you know this?
Listen, miss, he's going to meet you outside. Can
How
please
do you
go
know
outside?
this?
I just talked to him.
But the officers aren't buying it. The hotel doesn't want her there. She's not on the room list. And in case you were wondering, trespassing laws don't require your boyfriend's permission slip. That's when she starts to spiral. She demands to know why she's being asked to leave.
Wait, no, excuse me. I'm staying here.
No more.
So why? Why?
No more.
Give me a reason.
They want
Even after they tell her flat out, the hotel wants her gone. And when "I'm confused" doesn't work, she doubles down with insults and mockery.
Okay, then you're just friends with stupid people. I don't like those people either. So f*** off.
Spoiler alert, that's not how you earn a warning instead of a ride downtown. Now the mood shifts from tense to hostile. Once she realizes she's not in control, she pivots to a different strategy, demanding badge numbers, threatening to record everything, and accusing the officers of being lazy.
You guys are so lazy. I understand
Thank
that
you.
you guys. No, I understand.
I understand,
like,
yeah. Thank you.
No, I understand that like having you guys as like a proponent is like pretty much like just like a death nail.
What she doesn't realize, the camera's already rolling and she's giving them plenty. Then it all erupts. Officers try to keep their cool, but even patience has a breaking point, especially when the suspect's pants aren't even staying on. She's not going quietly. She was ultimately charged with felony battery on law enforcement. But more than anything, this was a masterclass in how to turn a trespassing warning into a takedown.
Alright, you can go to jail.
All it took was alcohol, denial, and a whole lot of shouting.
You know.
Next up, a woman checks into her hotel, heads to the bar, and then forgets her room.
She came in here. She checked in. First thing she just went to the bar. Okay. She's been there for a couple of hours, drinking, having a good time, and all that stuff. She went back to her room. She didn't know what her room was. She gave them different numbers, all this stuff.
What follows is a cascade of confusion, cursing, and multiple 911 calls, some of them placed by her. Hotel staff say she threatened to shoot the place up. Time for officers to find out what's really going on. She claims she just wants her room key back, but staff say she was drunk, combative, and tried to shove her phone in their faces while live streaming her meltdown.
She hit you in the face with it right there.
That's what she told me.
Thank you for your restraint.
4126.
That's when it's time for her to leave. She kept hitting me.
According to the front office manager, she hit multiple employees and threatened violence. That's when officers start collecting stories. Officers speak to staff one by one.
Multiple of the staff was assaulted.
That's how much she's gonna shoot this place up. So she's gonna get somebody to come and shoot this place up multiple times. Everybody heard it. I got everything on camera, so.
Same story each time. Verbal abuse, physical strikes, and a threat to come back with a gun. One manager even has a fresh cut on his head. Meanwhile, the woman insists she's the real victim here, and she paid for her room. But the receipts aren't what matters now. She insists she's sober, claims she barely just arrived. But her timeline doesn't match the staff's, and her behavior in the lobby hasn't exactly helped her case. When officers try to calm things down, she asks to wait in the cop car, but not in the back seat. After resisting basic instructions, she's finally placed in the back of the squad car.
I can't do anything.
A little warmer there.
Okay, you don't have to close it.
You want to keep it open? Okay.
She says it's all a misunderstanding, that she just argued with the front desk. But when officers mention the assault charge, her story starts to change. And now the cuffs come out. She insists the man hit her first.
Did you see him hit me first? Did y'all see him hit me first?
Ma'am, you were shoving your phone in his face and he moved your hand out of the way. I saw the whole thing happen. And that's when you start swinging. Go ahead and step on in. You'll have a court date.
He hit me when we was outside.
But Bodycam tells a different story. Officers calmly remind her it's all on video and several people are injured. That's when she shifts tactics, again, and begs not to go to jail.
Can you talk to him one more time, please? Can you talk to him? The owner. Tell him I would give him money, please. Can I talk to him? Please. I don't want to go to jail, please.
Too late for second chances. Despite her pleas, she's charged with disorderly conduct and banned from returning to the property. She blamed the staff, the booking system, and even her private school background. But the footage and the injuries spoke louder.
She started to be so disrespectful to the engineer guy. He just opened the door and let her in. And when she realized that that's not her room, she came out, she called, and that's when she spoke to me. And then she started calling me all kind of for no reason. I was like, I'm not going to have you talk to me like that.
Every one of these cases had a moment where it could have ended peacefully. But pride, booze, and bad decisions took over. What do you think was the turning point? Drop your thoughts below. Like and subscribe. Who do you think was the most drunk?